Welcome in the Restras Khawarizmi Mathematical Forum. Today let us discuss about the problem which is asked in CSIR NET November 2020. Okay. This problems is taken from the part C and weightage is 4.75 mark. 4.75 mark. Okay. And this problems is taken from the complex analysis. Okay. Complex analysis and very easy problem. Many students have messaged me to solve it, so I compelled to solve it. Okay. uh, please be focused and see how do we understand this problem. I always start how do we understand. Okay. how do we under how do we think. Okay. Solving problem is an another matter, but how to think plays a major role. Okay. How do we focus and approach? What should be our approach? Okay. What does problem say? Problem says that assume that z is other than minus iota. Okay. Z is some complex number other than minus I. Okay. Let this function is nothing but exponential function, sum of the two function, exponential function and the constant function. Okay. E to power 1 upon z plus I minus 1 is nothing but the complex valued function for every z in the whole of complex brain except at the point minus I. Okay. Now we are asked which of the following is are true or false. This is a 4.75 mark part C. Here more than one option can be correct. Okay. Option 1 says that this function has finitely many zeros, means the set of the zeros of this function is some finite set. Okay. Option second says that this function has a sequence of zeros. Okay. Please be focused. What does this option say? Function has a sequence of the zeros. Okay. Okay. So without solving first option we can't go on second. Okay. Function has a sequence of zeros that converges to a singularity which is removable one. Okay. Which is a removable singularity of that f of z. Okay. Similarly, in third option he talks about the pole, and in last option he talks about the essential singularity of a function. Okay. So let us first, without finding the number of zeros or the set of the zeros of this function we can't go forward. Okay. So let us find first the number of zeros of this function f of z equal e to power z plus I minus 1. Okay. Since we know that in order to find the zeros of some function we equate that to 0. Okay. Which implies that e z plus I is nothing but unit, which would, since we know that this can be equated as e to power 2 pi n I. Okay. Since this becomes the form. Okay. Cos 2 n pi plus I times sin 2 n pi, and since we know that this always, by help of this 2, this always comes out to be 1. Okay. So here, which implies that 1 plus z I. Okay, is nothing but 2 n pi I. Okay. So which is nothing but z plus I is nothing but 1 upon 2 n pi. This is simple calculation. Z is nothing but 1 upon 2 n pi I minus I. Okay. This is the set of zeros. Okay. So set of zeros, let me call it n. Okay. Contains all those complex number such that is nothing but the set of all those complex numbers which can be expressed as 1 upon 2 n pi I minus I for every n in n. means n is some natural number. Okay, this is the set of zeros of this function. Okay, so now we are asking, option first says that this has finitely many zeros. Okay, but I have found the set corresponds to each natural number there exists a zero of this function. Okay, so there exists one and onto relationship, onto bijection between this set n, between this set, let me call this m. Okay, let me call this m. Okay, this set m and in set of natural number. Okay, there is a bijection code. If you give me natural number, I always give you the zero of f of z corresponds to that natural number. Okay, whichever natural number you give me, I always give you some zero of this function. Okay, so number of zeros is countably infinite. Okay, so number of zeros, so number of zeros of f of z are countably infinite. Hence option first is going to be false. Okay, so my option first is false, which says that only set of the zeros is finite. Okay, now we have to since we have a sequence of zeros. Okay, let, since we know that sequence, this is the sequence of zeros. Okay, 1 upon 2n pi I minus I. Okay, this sequence converges to 0. Okay, limit n tend to infinity, this converges to minus I. So minus I is nothing but the limit point of this sequence of the zeros. Now we need to find out the singularity, which type of singularity does function has at minus I. Okay, which type of singularity does f of z at I. Okay, the easiest way to find out the singularity of this function, just expand that function. Okay, nothing more than that. This is the easiest way to find out the singularity of function. Since we know that, since e to power z is nothing but 1 plus z square by 2 factorial, this is expansion of some exponential function. So expand like this. Okay, so f of z equal 1 plus 1 upon z plus I plus 1 upon 2 factorial z plus I to power 2 plus 1 by 3 factorial z plus I to power 3. Okay, similarly like this, and this minus 1 and 1 cancel because this minus 1 is this f of z. Okay, so cancel. Now my remaining term is nothing but z plus I plus 1 by 2 factorial z plus I to power 2. Similarly 1 upon 3 factorial z plus I to power 3. Okay, similarly like this. Okay, similarly like this. Now similarly like this, this function has a infinitely many terms. Okay, not finitely many, this function has infinitely many terms. Okay, so since, please go on the Laurent series concept. What does Laurent series says? If function has, if the, since we know that the Laurent series divided into the two part, principal part and regular part. If principal part has no term, then the singularity is removable. If the principal part contains finitely many terms, then the function has a pole of that order. Okay, if the principal part having infinite terms, then the singularity is an essential one. Okay, similarly here, principal part has infinitely many terms, but a regular part has no term at all. Okay, so this function has clearly principal, because principal part contains infinitely many terms, so the f of z has essential singularity. Okay, since we have find that sequence of zeros converges to minus I, and at minus I function has essential singularity. At minus I function has a essential singularity. Okay, so clearly option fourth is a true option, which says that function has a sequence of zeros that converges to essential singularity, but not a pole. Why? Because my expansion has no finite term. Okay, so option second is also false. Why? Because principal part